Hello, how are you today? I just thought I would come on really quickly and let you know about, something I know that we all share. You know how you have tons of projects that you have to do in your home, and some are a little more labor intensive than others. And some are just quick ones, and you do what you can when you can, but the quick ones you definitely try to knock out, right? So on the outside of the home, I have a light fixture so that when I'm coming in there's a light there, you can see in the dark or something like that, especially trying to put your keys in. And it's one of those lights, fixtures that is dusk to dawn, comes on at night, shuts off when the sun comes up. And it also has a motion light feature that it gets a little brighter when you come up near it. So the light bulb I noticed was out, and I said, okay, let me go change the light bulb, because of course that is one of those home things that is quick, right? Twist off, put the new light bulb in, and you're done, right? So when that happens, you take your light bulb out, it should come out like this, right? So let me just say this. When I was twisting it and twisting it and twisting it, I said, it's not going to come out whole. I could just feel it. I've sensed it. I've been through this battle with the light bulb, and I just knew that it wasn't going to come out nice and smoothly. And sure enough, it did not. I'm going to show you. It came out like this. So you can see that there. This is how it came out. Yeah. So that means that this part was still stuck in the socket. And so that meant for me, I was like, yay. No, not really. But I says, okay, so I've been down this road before. So what I decided to do, I'm going to show you what I did, but I want to put a disclaimer in here because this is electricity. I am not an electrician. I am not advising you to do what I did. I'm just showing you what I did. And I suggest that you seek a professional electrician, handyman, or whomever it might be to be able to help you take the socket out. So when I talked to my electrician, the first time this happened, he was very casual. Oh, go get a potato and, put it up in there and twist it out and it'll come right out. I said, oh, a potato. Okay. That didn't exactly work That didn't exactly work too good the first time this happened, but it did once I kept playing around with it. And then I thought, oh, let me try what do you call it? Pool noodle. I have a bunch of them because I'm always doing something. And that didn't work either, because I think you need to do something with the pool noodle. Whatever it is, the pool noodle didn't work for me. And so I said, I need something that I can kind of grab and twist it around. So I had this, I meant to bring it with me up to the video, but it's something like a little nail clip thing, and it's funny shaping. I don't know. And I tried to use that, but the way it was, I was on a ladder at this particular time, and I could not really reach up in there because the way the unit is made, my hand was all the way up here and it just didn't work. So I said, I need to find something that I can grab it at least and, maybe help twist it around the rest of the way. So I found this. Let me do what the content creators do. Hold on. Can you see it? It's this thing. So, and it looks like this on the other side. So I think it's supposed to do something. I think it's supposed to cut something, but I thought this would be perfect because I felt like it could kind of grab it, and then I can kind of twist it around. And so for this particular one, bulb I was changing, it wasn't high up, so I didn't have to get on a step ladder. I only do step ladders. I don't get up high, and I get the step ladders that has a railing for me to hold on to as well. No longer do I do the freestanding step ladders. Those days are over. And so I was able to, and then this particular unit is the unit is not as long, so my hand is not all the way up there, but at least this was longer than the nail tool I was attempting to use. So with this one, I kind of took it and grabbed it, and then I just twisted it. Then I took another part of it and I twisted again, and then another part twisted just slowly when I feel like it's getting, it doesn't want to move anymore. I don't push it. I don't force it because I don't want anything to happen, because believe it or not, I'm a wuss, especially when it comes to electrical stuff, because I don't want to get electrocuted. Again, this is why I say contact a professional or, a handyman if you don't feel safe and secure. But I've done this before, so I was just like, okay. Even the first time I did it, though, I was a little nervous, and second time too, and even this time now, probably did this a couple more than that. So I'm going to show you what it looked like when I was finally able to get it out. Voila! I feel like I won the prize. So you can see how I took this and I kind of just like, I kind of like, I'm sure this way, grabbed it and made like let me go up, indention, and I kind of grab it and then I twist it. And then I grabbed it again and I made another indention and I kind of twist it. And so you have to be careful though, because you don't want these things to kind of get on your fingers and stab you. So this is what I had to do. And you can see it's not as straight because this is what it would look like if it just came out in one piece. So it's not as straight, but this is what I had to do in order to get this out. So say this would never be able to go back on this because of all of the indentions that I did inside of it. So this is what I had to do, and it came out easily. The thing with the potato is, because I had to go to the store and find you have to look how this is. You have to find a potato that fits in here. And I was a little concerned because, potatoes have juice in them. I was just like, well, is the juice going to get in here? Am I going to electrocute it? And then, so I had to find an itty bitty potato at the bottom of the pile. And then I tried to cut it. And so eventually, after fooling around with the first time this happened to me, it did come out finally. It took a couple of minutes to tinker with. The second time this happened to me, it took me 3 days, 1, 2, 3, to get this part of the bulb out of the unit. And these are all new. These are not old light fixtures in the home. I believe after a while you should change them. And then aesthetically, you want to change stuff too. So these are not old things that's been here since, forever. So so made me think it was the bulb and not the light fixture itself. So this does work. And I'm going to show you. This is the brand that I use. Was this Sylvania Bug Light? And by the way, sidebar, I use bug lights because when you use those bright lights, they attract bugs. And when you're coming in the house, I don't want the bug going through a bunch of bugs, and I don't want them to come in my house either. So these are bug lights. I'm trying to think to myself, I wonder if I just bought a bulb this color, would it even work? So they have this also in 100 watt. And so I was thinking it was the 100 watt was the problem, but these were 60 watts that I placed in here, and it did that. These are fairly reasonable. I do believe they're under $3. I find these at Menards. I got this at Menards too, in case I didn't mention that. Menards, if you not familiar with it, it's like a large hardware store, like a Home Depot. So I got this here. I don't see this sold anyplace else. I've been using this brand for over 10 years. And so I'm going to send them a message to say, did you change, manufacturers? Did something happen? Because this has just started happening in the last, I'm going to say 2 years with different light fixtures too. And I was really shocked by that, especially the latest fixture, because that one's the newest one. And so I was really shocked that it happened like that. So I just thought I would come on here and show you this, and plug in the bug lights because I love them. I think I'm going to try a different brand of bug lights. Sometimes I don't find these in the summer because, in the winter I don't find them because, people usually mainly use these in the summertime. So in the wintertime, I won't say in the winter, excuse me, in the summertime, when I see them in stock, I'll buy like 4 of these or something like that so I can have them for the wintertime when the light goes out. But I think I'm going to try another brand to see if, that's it, because it can't be the light fixtures because it doesn't always happen in light fixture. When the very first time it happened, I've already replaced that bulb. It came out smoothly. So it must be just a random fluke of the bulb itself. So I just thought I would come on here and share that with you. So, sometimes our lovely, quick screw in, screw out projects can lead to something a little different, right? But again, if you're afraid or, you don't want to be electrocuted or you just don't want to do something like this, call an electrician. They'll come with their potato and charge you $60, $70. I'm sure they will. Because my electrician was like, no, I could tell he wasn't coming back. He says, no, go get a potato. He wasn't coming back for this job. So I just wanted to share with you the random things that I have to do. And I'm sure we all do it to get the projects done within the home. So I hope this was helpful for you. And I hope that, all your small, quick projects, remain just that, small, quick, screw in, screw out. That's it. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Hope you have a great day. Okay, one more thing I thought about after I said, talk to you later, have a great day, is this thing, just in case you were a little, had that question. When you originally are unscrewing the light bulb, this part of the light bulb, it does come down a bit. So it's not all the way stuck in, like when you screw it the very first time. So this part is hanging a little bit. So when I'm grabbing it, I'm able to see the difference between the actual part that you screw the bulb into and then this part that's kind of hanging a little bit. So I just wanted to make sure that I made that point to you as well. So you can, you don't think, well, how do you know the difference? So you can see the difference and you can see that this is the part that's hanging down. Plus this is silver. And in most, I think sockets are black and they're a little thicker. You screw them in. And so this is like this. And I would say too, that's why I'm glad I changed some of the home fixture, the outdoor lighting fixtures, because the previous one I had was the type, it was so cute too. It was a kind that when I changed the light bulb, I had to go in this way and turn it and this way to take it out. I wouldn't have not been able to do that because I would have had to get on a ladder if this would have got stuck in one of those back in the day. And I was not going to do that. I probably would have definitely had someone else do that for me because I step ladders. That's all I go. I don't get on tall ladders and I don't get on freestanding step ladders. So I just want to make that very plain to you. This part is hanging down a little bit, so that's why it's easy to grab. And it only takes like 2 or 3 turns and it comes right out. And then also I wanted to show you too, when you do get a potato, that's why I say sometimes you have to like cut around it because you have to get something that can go all the way in here. And like get into this, okay, maybe my pinky finger, get in here and I'm going to go with my pinky finger, get in here and so that this socket can kind of grab onto it. And that is the problem that I kind of felt was an issue for me. And that's why I kind of think that this was better because I was able just to quickly grab it, turn it, grab it and turn it. You just need something secure and solid to grab it. But you know what? Try the potato because that's what everyone says. I even think I Googled it and it says a potato. So I just want to come back on and show and share that with you that it does stick out a little bit. That's how I'm able to grab this part and make these indentions. So it was probably down before the first ring on this part of the light bulb. So I hope that helps you. Okay, now for real, thank you so much and have a great day. And again, here's to all your small projects being small and quick projects because we got a lot of projects to do and we don't have time for no broken light bulb. Have a great day.